Hello everyone, my name is Derrick Floyd, the lead product specialist for IK Multimedia. And today I'm extremely excited to introduce something groundbreaking to you from IK Multimedia that we've been working on for over 20 years. Combining our experience with modeling and our hardware DSP technology, we built a product that's going to change the way guitar players are making music all over the world. But before I do that, let me ask you a few questions. How many of you out there are actually guitar and bass players? Don't be shy. Let me know. How many of you out there? All right. How many of you have actually rocked out with the #1 effects and amp modeling software of all time, AmpliTube? Now I want to hear you go out. There you go. Excellent. How many of you have actually wished they could take that incredible power of AmpliTube live on stage? Not with your laptop, but take it somehow on the stage. Well, now we're about to answer that question with IK Multimedia's brand new product, AmpliTube X-GEAR Boutique Pedals. Let's take it for a spin and see what's under the hood. Now that you've had a sneak peek of how these incredible 4 pedals, the XDrive, XVibe, XSpace, and XTime can sound, let's break down what makes them so unique by asking 5 basic questions. The first one would always be where? Where were they made? How about why? Why did we make them? How about who? Who did we make them for? How about what? What can they actually do? How powerful are they? And most importantly, when? When can you get your hands on a set of these incredible pedals? Let's dive in together and check it out. So #1 is going to be where. Where were they made? Well, let me give you a hint. How about the place where you have balsamic vinegar, fine cuisine, incredible wines, And some of the most luxurious sports cars in the world are made there. And IK Multimedia's office just happens to be right next door to one of them. Yep, you guessed it, Modena, Italy. And we uphold the incredible tradition of the Italian craftsmanship and the quality that comes along with making those products in Italy. So yep, you guessed it, they are where? Made in Modena, Italy. So number 2 is the why. Why did we create these incredible boutique pedals? Well, so many of you millions of AmpliTube users out there always asked us, man, if I create this incredible sound in the studio and it sounds great in my track, how do I make that sound live? How do I take it to studio to stage? Well, that's why we created AmpliTube X-GEAR pedals. You can actually open up AmpliTube inside the application and your pedal will appear there. And you have up to 16 different algorithms you can choose from to create and save your own custom sounds. Once they're created, you export them right back to the pedal and you don't even need the computer, you can go right to the stage live. So the why is to take everything from studio to stage and keep your sound locked in and ready to go. And number 3 is going to be who. Now I don't mean Roger Daughtry and the gang, though it would be cool if we created it just for them. But I mean, who is the customer for the AmpliTube X-GEAR pedals? Well, let's take a look. Number 1 would be all the millions of AmpliTube users out there who've always wanted to take their sound live. Customer number 1. What about number 2? The home recording people who are just working out their sound and getting a great bass inside their application, but all of a sudden want to go local and play some local bands. But they don't know how, they don't have a computer. Here's the customer that can use the X-GEAR pedals. What about number 3? The digital precision people of like the Strymon guys. They like to have theirs really precise. They want a great sound. The Strymon guys would really love the X-GEAR pedals. What about number 4? The analog modeling guys like the UA style guys. These guys would really love the X-GEAR pedals. I think it would fit their niche. What about this one? The keyboard players who love taking effects on the road and making their keyboard sound super fat on the road and in the studio. Keyboard players will love the X-GEAR pedals. One more. How about anybody who plays guitar who wants to have a killer pedal on their pedal board that's bringing in tons of modeling effects and giving them just the extra juice they need to take it over the top and have their own unique sound. So anybody that plays guitar is going to be an excellent customer for the X-GEAR pedals. Number 4 has got to be the what. And I mean, what exactly can these pedals do anyway? How powerful are they? Well, let's break down the specs that apply to every pedal. Then we'll break down specifically what each one can do on its own. Number 1, you're going to have 16 different algorithms or 16 different effects from the AmpliTube software family. In other words, 16 different effects that you can actually tweak or mold or recreate to save the sound into the pedal itself or into the software. Super easy. How about number 2? 5 tone shaping controls that help you customize each of those algorithms just the way you want it, just the way it fits in the mix. How about number 3? Each pedal can hold up to 300 presets for every style of genre of music, so you can be able to save just about anything you want. How about number 4? True or soft bypass on every pedal. This is a must for those guys that have a nice pedal board together and want to get to the pedal from one side to the other. What about number 5? Full MIDI implementation. That's right, you've got MIDI in and out on each pedal, so you can make lots of little controls depending on what you're doing on the MIDI side. How about number 6? Expression pedal input with selectable control. This is a super important one if you want to add something with swells or dynamics, even volume. How about this one? It can be used as an interface. That's right, a full-blown audio interface as well. One more, which is probably the most important of all. How about the USB connection, which actually adds the preset management control? And we'll cover a little bit more of that later, but that's one of the most important keys to every pedal, the USB connection. Now that we've taken a global overview of what the pedals are capable of, let's take a more detailed approach and look at each pedal on its own, and maybe sneaking in a little bit of the sound to see what it sounds like in your mix. Let's take a look at the first pedal together, and that'll be XDrive. Now that you had a chance to hear some of the killer distortion sounds from XDrive, it's time to kind of adjust the clock and check out the XTime pedal. Let's take a look. Now that you created some killer delay effects with the XTime pedal, it's time to create a little bit of a mood with the XVibe pedal. Let's check it out. Now that you've had a chance to try some of the time-traveling effects of the XVibe pedal, it's time to jump into my favorite one of all, which is some of the lush and beautiful reverbs of the XSpace pedal. Let's check it out. So now that we've answered all the basic questions you might have had, like where, and what, and who, and why, and we gave you a sneak peek listen to every single pedal so you could be able to hear just what these babies are capable of, I bet you're thinking the same thing I was thinking, which is, when are they coming? When can we get them into your hands? Well, it looks like we're going to be making it there early September, so be looking forward to make it to your shores as soon as we can. And get your customers ready, because we want to make sure they get the first ones out the gate. We hope you've enjoyed this training on the AmpliTube X-GEAR boutique pedals. If you have any further questions, please contact your local sales representative for more details. And as always, we look forward to seeing you again at ikmultimedia.com. Have a great one, guys. Take care, and see you next time.
Thank you.